Hello, Seamus.
Hi, Forrest. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. What's up?
Well, the last few weeks, or at least last week, you talked about astrology and some of the different aspects of things in retrograde. I guess the real world question is, so now what? What do I do with this information?
Great question. There is something called remediation, where you can mitigate the effect of planetary influences that are hitting you a little hard, or maybe causing what one might call bad luck. And that is very much the case right now. The planet Saturn is not just retrograde, but very badly afflicted via a square from Uranus. And I won't get into all the details of that. I'll just talk to you about what do you do about it. Remediation is a practice by which you do certain magical actions that are going to soften the effect of the planet, that are going to put you in alignment with what the planet wants, even in its afflicted state, so that it's not beating you up so much. The difference between a bully and a personal trainer is whether or not you showed up and paid for the beat down. So let's get with it, because you can't get away from it. And the Vedic tradition of astrology, which is rooted in Indian culture, is the best that I have found so far for remediation. So here's what I'm going to do. Starting this Saturday, Saturn's Day, with the moon that is waxing right now. Waxing means that it appears to be growing larger in light from the Earth's perspective. I'm going to start a series of mantras. A mantra is a phrase that is spoken, and in this tradition, it is spoken 108 times in a row. And that produces a vibration within the body that theoretically aligns your vibration with what the planet is doing and mitigates the negative effects. I'm going to do that using a mala. A mala is a string of beads that is 108 beads long, plus one bead which is called a guru bead, equaling 109, so that I can count the mantra being said 108 times. That is traditionally the sacred number of times. And I'm going to do that for 108 days. Because seriously, I'm really done with being beat up by Saturn. It's been bad. And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to make an offering. In this particular case, the offering that's available to me is one that I make for a living. I make candles as part of my job. So, black, handmade beeswax candles, one each day. They're about the size of chime candles. And I'm going to burn one while I'm saying that mantra. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to see how that works, but I'll tell you, it seems to already have started working. Just the intention, and we talk about intention a lot in various forms of magic, and I noticed that when I got my mala beads yesterday and I went shopping for my resources, and even when I was doing the research to find the correct mantra and to learn about the steps that I need to take in order to do this remediation, people were so much nicer to me yesterday than they have been for the last 2 weeks. Maybe it's a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence. But, my attitude was so much lighter. My motivation at work was so much better. It really instantly seemed to shift. And so I feel like this is the right choice. This is something I should do. For you, whatever you can do to line yourself up with the energy of Saturn, those steps that I described are definitely one way to go about it. Making offerings to Saturn, paying homage to Saturn, thinking about what the planet Saturn does within the chart. The basic themes are discipline, patience, time, and the things that we do not because they're easy or fun, but because they are our responsibility. So play with those themes, ponder those themes, meditate upon them, and see if maybe that can act as a remediation for you during this very difficult Saturn period. Hope that helps. See you next week.